Welcome, Browns fans, to another nightmare episode of Brown and Orange Weekly. I am your host, co-host, Dean, the Big Dog Samples, and followed by a man who doesn't even need no introduction, Clarence Wilson. It's spooky season, man, and the Browns it's like a horror. It's like a horror movie every week.
Every
It's,
week.
how you feel, man?
I feel like I feel like we're watching those teams from like 99 through 17. I feel like we're watching those teams. We're not watching this new Browns era of football. We're watching the same shit we were watching back then. That's how I feel.
And it's not supposed to be that way.
No.
Just
No.
like tonight's supposed to be Cleveland's tonight, but Guardians are down 4-2. Got them playing right now against the Yankees in the ALDS. Cleveland could win this and take the series, but it's in the sixth inning. Browns lost 38-15 to Bailey Zeppi, a guy who
We
just
lost a
made
dude named
history.
Bailey, man. We also dude
Bailey
named Bailey.
Zeppi. It's even worse. Bailey Zeppi, and the dude made a history on us tonight. First rookie quarterback in Super Bowl era history to win his first two games, and I think have a QBR of over 100 or something like that. Who gives a shit? I don't give a shit. I'm not sorry, Bailey. Zeppi.
Man, let's look at the. All right,
Your picture explains it all, man.
anybody that can't see.
Another year of Browns football is like getting kicked in the nuts. It's how I'm feeling. I mean, we kind of expected things to not be great while Deshaun's suspended, but us Cleveland fans, we've been through so much. Anytime there's a little bit of hope of us doing well, we kind of overshoot our expectations a little bit. And I mean, we started off looking hot. But the first three games, the combined total losses about like 6 points or something like that. But this defense, man, can't do anything. I was pumped about the acquisition of Deion Jones.
Did he even get any run today?
Huh?
Did he dress? Did he even run today? I Nah, I don't
I
see.
don't know.
He didn't make the stat
Thankfully, I didn't get to watch the game today. I was doing dad things. Uh, but I was constantly checking up on Twitter and getting updates. Wanted to throw my phone a few times. This team is just frustrating. I was getting so frustrated not even watching the game. Um, man, I really don't even know where to begin today. I don't even have. I know we do flowers and beef every week. I don't really have any flowers. If I do, I'm giving it to the fans who are hurting right now. These are, you know what I'm saying? These are like one of those times you send flowers to someone who's going through something. And then yeah, that's my flowers for this week is giving it to the fans. We've been through so much. I mean, it just sucks, man. It's embarrassing. Bill Belichick. I mean, you gotta give him his flowers, I guess. Gotta give it where it's due. Dude could be one of the greatest coaches, if not the greatest coach ever. Um, look at the team he has, man. Bailey Zeppi, what? Third string quarterback? Come out here and balls on us.
balls. Balls.
Devontae Parker looking good out there. What? When did that ever happen? Their running back, though, Ron
He's
Rivera's
legit.
nice. He's nice.
He's, he's legit.
I got him on my fantasy squad, but it's nice to see those numbers on there, but I hurt at the same time because it's against our team. That's the thing that sucks about fantasy football. When you're
Yeah.
passionate about your team, too. The
Um.
Steelers won today against the Buccaneers.
Yeah.
We got the Ravens next week, then in Baltimore, and then we're back at home Monday night against the Bengals. I'm not even sure if we can win both these games. I'm gonna be honest
No.
with you.
Well, I picked the Browns to lose this week.
You did. You were right.
But I
Back to back
expected
weeks, you've been right.
I didn't expect it to be like this though, man. I wanted to be wrong, but like the first quarter, they come out, first two plays or passes, second of which got intercepted. Do, do we not have Nick Chubb? I'm tired of seeing and saying the same stuff every week.
But he had
No,
12 carries.
yeah, 12 carries, 8 of those came in the first half. 8 in the first half.
Second half just completely abandoned the run game. Perfect. What a great game plan.
I need to go, but guess what? Some
Remember
of
the
them
whole defensive
players
staff.
back there, the players back there need to go too. Some of those players because there's no way that this can continually keep happening. And I'm sure there are adjustments that are being made, but are the players not following through on these things? The tackling was still piss poor.
Didn't Greg Newsom or someone say they were doing like tackling drills at
Oh,
practice the other day, like
yeah, they
stuff he
said
did
there
in
was
middle school?
it was they. I think Stefanski said earlier this week something to the effect of there was an emphasis on tackling this week, and it's like that's their job, man. That's their job.
Got to go back and do fundamentals drills that you learned back when you were a kid.
Yeah, I'm sure I'm sure there's something against like in the collective bargaining agreement, whatever, that the players can't do, tackling so much or so many times weekly or whatever. I'm sure there's something in there that doesn't allow it. But I mean, come on, man. Like it's the same thing every single week. Like the play calling, I'm not even gonna get to the play calling. Like it's horrendous. Um, for even in the fourth quarter, you get it. It was what 24-14, and was that it? 24 to yeah, I think that was right. And oh, sorry, 24-15, and they decided to go for two instead of just going for the single extra point that still leaves it a one possession game at 8 points.
And I got
Like,
more flowers to give. You got to give Cade York his flowers. Dude made his field goals today.
yeah, he made his field goals. The rest of the team didn't do a whole hell of a lot.
Yeah.
But that fourth quarter thing where he went for two, I'm like, come on, man. Like, so if you get it, okay, it's 7. If you don't, it's 9, and you're still in a 2 possession game, and there's 6 minutes and 18
Exactly.
seconds left.
Exactly.
Like, keep yourself in the game. The chances of you getting, they almost lucked out on that onside. They had an onside kick, but dude, was out of bounds when he touched it. But if you are down by 9 with 6 minutes left, you imagine that the Patriots are going to run a bare minimum
You would think.
of, 2-3 minutes probably off that. So you got 3 minutes to try and get 2 scores, maybe 4 at most. So why go for 2? Just kick the extra point and keep it a single possession game. If you get a defensive stop, then you have a chance to go down and tie it with the 2-point conversion.
It's decisions like that he makes, like going for it on fourth down all the time too. There's situations he's done that so many times where it's like, dude, it wasn't like it was like 4th and 3, 4th and 4, going for it. Like you don't need to do that.
No,
It's always early in the game too.
no.
I got a question. I want to know your opinion. I don't know if anyone's ever done this. Has a head coach ever called defensive plays too?
I'm sure. There's
Kind of like
been.
how Stefanski's doing with offense.
I can't think off the top of my head, but I would venture to say that yeah, there was probably. I bet you Greg Williams probably called defensive plays when he was the head coach for them 8 games.
Isn't Stefanski traditionally a defensive coach? Or was he an offensive coach?
He's an offensive guy.
Oh.
But I just like today his play calls didn't.
Why did I think he was a defensive guy? That's bad on me.
No, sorry.
I own up to
it. Today his bad calls didn't directly he didn't make just one bad call that directly led to the Browns losing, but because they just got their asses kicked in all phases.
Collectively, the team just played like shit. Let's just be
exactly.
Real. Let's keep it 100. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. They played like shit.
Um,
Again,
I don't even know.
continuously kicking us in the sack.
I don't even know like what. I'm just trying to figure out like what they're supposed to be because
I don't even know who. I don't even think they know who they are.
no, Miles played well.
Yeah, it's sad that it overshadows what he did today, what he accomplished. He's the franchise's all-time leader in sacks.
Mm-hmm. He got
And
hurt. He got hurt, so we got to see what's going to happen with that. But I just don't at this point. I need to ask you this: like, what really needs to change for this offense, for this team as a whole, just to play well? I'm starting to believe, just me myself, I'm starting to believe like it's, and I don't want to tear it all down. But guess what? Deshaun Watson coming in is not going to fix the bad play calls. He's definitely not going to fix the defense. Maybe he can help out with the play calls by extending plays or something like that. But like, there's something fundamentally wrong. What do you think is wrong with this team?
if the offense, I want the offense to mold themselves around what Deshaun's talents are. You need to do that. I think that's important. I hope they can do that. I don't know if Stefanski's the guy that would be willing to do that. I'm starting to question if he was the guy. I've been trying to be positive. Um, I just don't see enough of him. You know what I'm saying? Like I
Oh,
want that Greg Williams attitude. I want a coach like that. I think the Browns need the coach like that. Like that, a coach like that will change the culture, and this team needs it. I think someone on that coaching staff, like how Mike Vrabel's intensity, someone like that. I don't defense. I don't disagree with people saying fire him, get rid of Woods. Someone needs to be held accountable. Like who? Like what? I'm so sick of hearing in the press conferences and the interviews saying, "Oh, we know what we did, blah blah blah. We're just going to dress and go get back to work." But nothing comes with it. Nothing. Week in and week
nothing.
out. It's
Nothing
getting
changes.
old. It's old, bro.
Nothing changes. Like,
Nothing.
I feel
I
like
don't want to hear that shit no more.
there's something fundamentally wrong at the core of this team, though, for them to be
They're
playing
not
like
a
this.
unit. They're not one. They're not playing as one. And that's why I mainly feel they don't even know who they are as a team. They don't know their identity. What are, they're not playing together. They're playing for themselves. I don't know. Some may right. And unfortunately, it stems back to the coaching.
You know
Obviously,
what
you're not
killed
doing a
me?
good enough job coaching these men.
You know what
But
killed
at the
me?
same
Even
time, they're
when
grown ass men too. They're getting
that's
paid
what I'm
millions of
saying.
dollars.
Yes, yes.
Do your job.
You, you know what really bothered me is that even in the fourth quarter, when it's 24-15, they still messed around and let New England score again, and then one more time. So it's almost like they gave up. Like what? Just some of the plays, they just there what the effort wasn't there, and it's becoming a weekly thing. That's what I'm saying. We can say whatever about Joe Woods. Like he probably needs to go for sure, but
Ever ever since I pointed out Will's lack of effort a lot of time, I've been seeing it a lot more from other players. Route
uh,
running, everything, both sides of the ball.
can they?
And if we can see it, I know damn well the coaches can see it. They watch the film all week. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what they do. You're not addressing it or doing anything about it or holding these people accountable. If I was a coach, F that. If I see that on film, you're getting chewed out.
I think that what was the mantra? It was smart, tough, accountable. That was Stefanski's mantra.
Yeah.
Smart, uh, tough, hell no. Accountable,
Hell no.
we said it before. We said it last week. The front office saw what we had in the middle of this line and the linebacking core, and they didn't really do a whole lot to address it. The same dudes. We're seeing the same plays every week where people are running wide the hell open. Nobody within 5-10 yards at points of these guys.
Getting cooked. Getting cooked or just completely missing their assignment.
But that's what I'm saying. Something is at the core of this team. There's something going on. Can't blame Baker Mayfield anymore.
No. You know, he's
Can't
playing
blame.
like ass.
Yeah, he's playing like ass, but his ass play is not affecting us.
Nope.
Can't blame OBJ.
Nope.
Can't blame Jarvis. We're sitting at 2-4. 2-4. Luckily, we're not 1-5.
I predicted we were going 6-5. It's not looking good. I'm telling you what. Honestly, do you think we're going to beat the Ravens next week? Honestly. Or even be competitive in it.
That's the thing. There's not even today. Oh man.
DPJ led the team in receiving today. 4 receptions for 78 yards. Then Njoku. No, 74 yards, sorry. Njoku had like 2 or 3 for 58. It was like offense just wasn't going at all. They like we said, 8 of Chubb's 12 carries were in the first half. And Hunt had nothing. Hunt had 0 receptions.
What bothered me too? There was a series in I think it was the third quarter, if I look at my notes right.
Was Brissett getting rushed a lot today?
I mean, they were on like towards the end. Oh, they were on his ass. But I
Offensive line
mean,
wasn't really doing a good job today either.
well, there were injuries. Conklin was limping. Teller went down with a calf injury. So once those guys kind of fell off, like it was feasting season on Jacoby. But
Yeah.
it's just they weren't. I feel like there's a rhythm when you're calling plays to like get things moving, and I just didn't see it. Like there was a point, like I said, I think it was in the third quarter where they ran Chubb once, and I think that's when the crowd started cheering because they were running Chubb. They ran him once. I think he gained like 5 yards. They ran him again. He had, I don't know, maybe a 10, 12-yard gain. And then they threw a screen pass to him, and he took it up the field. And all of a sudden, we're on their side of the field. And it's like, where the hell was this at in the first half?
This was the worst game of Chubb's season so far. And it wasn't
Yeah,
even his fault. As far as stat wise.
no. I'm about to lose a fantasy game to our Believeland Media family member, Mel, who's at the game tonight.
Shout out to Guardians of the CLE.
That's right. Shout out to Mel, the whole
They're
crew.
doing great things. They're doing great things over there.
But yeah, I'm about to lose a fantasy game tonight. You know how many points Chubb got me today? 8. 8.
I got him in one of my other leagues. I feel your pain, brother. I took Brandon Ayuk out for the Niners. He put up like 28 points on my bench. That was nice to see.
Yeah, I got him on my non-money league. He played really well today. I
And I
don't know,
almost
man.
picked him in my DraftKings too. Stupid.
I don't know, man. Like if they keep playing like this, by the time Deshaun gets back here, ain't gonna be no need for him to even suit up and risk injury.
You know what? That's an interesting concept right there. If by the time he comes back, say we don't even win any more games, God forbid. I wouldn't even, it's hard as I'm gonna be real with you guys. If it happens, I'm not surprised. I'm not.
to quote
I'm being real. I'm not. We don't. If
Right,
we
right.
go 2-9, this rest of the stretch, I would. If I was the Browns front office, I would tell Deshaun no. Let Brissett finish out the year.
Right now, with what you said, it just reminded me of one of the great sports rants of all time, Jim Moore for the Colts. When he starts going playoffs, I just hope he win another game, and that's where I'm at. Like the remaining schedule until he gets back ain't easy.
No, but even if he comes back and he wins out, and we're 2-9 going into him coming back, still ain't gonna do it unless
What if we're 4-7? What if we're 4-7 when he comes back?
yeah, play him.
Play him. I agree.
I know we talked about this earlier. If Brissett was continuously progressing and looking great, and we're winning, do you leave Brissett in at this
We ain't got
point?
to worry.
No.
We ain't got to worry about that.
Yeah. At this point, no. It's not even up for discussion. Zero. Deshaun back. He's here.
45 pass attempts from
But
Brissett. Now
even
some
I
of
don't
that
even. I'm
behind.
gonna be real with you. I don't even know if Deshaun coming back is even going to make a damn difference. To be honest with you,
That's what I'm saying. Hold on, Brissett today had 45 pass attempts. Some of those were obviously when the Browns got down,
he completed what,
but
22?
21. The Browns ran the ball 18 times the entire damn game.
Dumb, stupid. Make it make sense, man.
I'm trying. You're trying. We are trying.
I've been trying for years.
This game reminded me of a 99 through 2017 Browns game where like they didn't do much of anything. Um, I never felt like it was one of those games where it was like, all right, all they need is a play here and a play there. That shit wasn't happening.
No,
It wasn't coming.
you could say those things, but you knew damn well it wasn't going to freaking happen.
Well, I
We
thought,
all knew it
no,
wasn't going to happen.
you know what? But in the back of my head is always like, we got Nick Chubb. So if they just get him the ball, we couldn't do that.
They barely handed him off the ball today, and they proved that today, man. They proved that today. He's the
I
best
just
back in the league, and why is he carrying the ball 12 times? Why?
And like I said, 8 of those were in the first half. So that means in the second half, he had 4 carries total.
Why wasn't Hunt involved more? Why? If you're not going to run the ball, at least pass him the ball. Dude, deadly as hell when he was little, when he runs out to the side, catches little short passes. Money with that. He loves those. He has 0 receptions today.
Or just throw the screen to throw the screen to Chubb. He had the one play he did get the screen.
Yeah, he had
One
one
catch,
reception for 14 yards.
14 yards. That was after he ran the ball in the previous the 2 consecutive plays. He's the one who put them in position. Like, and I know we try. Everybody like thinks it's easy as everybody says just run Chubb. You can't run Chubb. You can't run him every play. No, but I can damn sure run him more than 8 times in the first half and 12 times overall for the game.
You ain't lying.
I don't give a shit about this and this whole stack. Well, they had the box stacked. Well, guess what? They stacked the box against us last. Team stacked the box against the Browns last year too. So you would think there's a contingency plan in place now for when that happens, but
Okay.
there doesn't seem to be.
No. You would think, though.
I don't know, man. I'm not looking forward to next week.
Who's the lead? Who would you? Is Miles the leader of this defense?
There is no leader. I guess Miles is the guy who can call people out in the media and shit like that. He's that guy.
Yeah.
But I mean, as far as like a real 100% live leader, like I don't know. I don't know who that person is. Yeah, I
And
mean, granted,
I'm not hating on Miles.
no, I'm not hating on any of these players,
But yeah,
but
I was sitting there thinking about myself. I'm like, I know Miles is everyone probably looks at Miles as the leader of that defense, but is he though? Like who is? Because
I
I
don't
don't
know,
see
man.
it. If it is Miles, I guess I can say something bad about him. We're gonna need more out of you, bro. At least getting that defensive line. If you're gonna be the leader of that defense, someone's got to step up. I know we're young, but still, just veterans on there. You guys have been playing football your whole life, and it's just dumb shit, dumb mistakes they're doing.
Every week, every week, every single week.
Or we'll bring this back like you said last week. Maybe they're just not that good.
What else? I don't know what else we can say if we see the same stuff happening over and over and over again. And like I said, they're clearly they're working on something during practice weeks, I'm assuming. But if the same shit keeps happening, what
Come
else?
game time, none of that
Yeah,
shit. You did all that for what? What'd you even do? You this, you can only like stick up for him, and make excuses for him so much, man.
um, I guess
Who
it's
would you
time
put
for
this
him.
on?
It's the same people, and this is on everybody. This is an organizational loss.
If
It
you could
is an
change one thing
organizational
about
loss.
this team, one thing only, that you think would make a huge impact to turn this around, what would it be?
There's not one thing. There's like five. I don't think you could change one thing on this team. And I mean, Grant, maybe you put Watson in. If he's playing, maybe things are a little bit different because Jacoby is a backup. But you know what?
Do we gotta bring in Dobbs?
Well, I don't know why I don't know why he doesn't have a package already. They said he had a package. Put him in there so a defense at least has something else to think about.
Switch it up. If something's not working, switch it up. Keep throwing shit at the wall. Eventually, something's gonna stick.
Exactly.
I mean, come on, man.
Delpit fell down today, allowed a touchdown. Um, I just don't like. I got all these notes that I took on this game, and I don't want to talk about. They played like ass, top to bottom.
It's almost like not worth even like going over, to be honest with you.
Like it's. I got flowers today. I got flowers again for the Browns fans. Y'all gonna get these every damn week if we keep on like this.
Let's just
I got
declare this every week. You fans are getting flowers,
yes.
but we're gonna let you guys hear it every week though. We're still gonna announce it.
Um, DPJ solid game. Njoku another. You know he didn't get his.
Consistent.
Yeah, he didn't get his normal. I think he had 3 straight weeks with at least 73 yards receiving. He didn't get
Yeah.
to 73, but he still had 3
Three
catches for
receptions,
58.
58.
Yeah,
I'll
I'm
take
okay
that.
with that.
I'm
Yeah,
okay with that too.
yeah, I'm okay with that.
Especially
Like,
when the leading receiver for the game only had 74.
um, beef. The beef will continue with me with Stefanski and the play calling.
Is he on the
To
hot
be,
seat?
I was going to ask you that. I don't think he's on the hot seat because they are going to let him coach Deshaun. Do I think with some of his, I'll put it this way, do I think that with some of the decision making that we're seeing, do I think the leash is going to be a little bit tighter once Watson arrives? Kind of thinking that a little bit.
Probably.
Meh,
That's their brand new toy.
meh.
They pay big money for that toy.
Big money. They paid big money for that toy, and
Guaranteed money.
yes, big guaranteed money, as you say, and they also alienated a part of their fan base with the whole saga of bringing him in.
Which he just got
Another one. I'm up here
James.
like I'm up here like what's his name? Khaled. And another one.
Another one.
Like
I don't even want to talk about those.
no,
That's a whole
no.
other conversation for a different time. Um,
But I mean, do you think like I'm saying there's not one thing on this team that I could say, all right, if they just brought in this player or like I'm not sure what
I don't even know what's out there. I don't even know like if there's anyone like we were looking at those linebackers that day. There's nobody. I'm
well
glad
they
they were
brought
able to
in.
trade for Jones.
Yeah, but he's not the same. He's not 2017 Deion Jones. He was competing for a backup slot with two dudes. One dude I'd heard of, one dude I'd never heard of in my life, and he was competing
Does
for
it
a
help?
backup.
Absolutely, because we needed help at that linebacker position.
We
So
need a
I
body.
applaud them on that, but that's not going to that's not a huge acquisition that's going to change the defense as a whole. No, these guys don't even know who the hell they are. They're not structurally sound at all. They're not
Do you
playing as a
think?
cohesive unit. They're not.
Do you think that? Do you have anything that you think if they made there's one thing that could set this team right? Because I feel like to quote Jimmy Haslam, we're not directionally correct as far as I can see. Is there anything that you see?
They need they all need to drink that Michael Jordan's drink off Space Jam. MJ stuff. That's the only thing I think. Well, no, now that I'm thinking about it, like I wanted to hear your opinion. I never really thought about mine or how I thought about it, but there's so many things, there's so many holes and on both sides of the ball that need to be addressed. It's just I kind of want to see a coaching staff change, whether it's the
Right now,
defensive
though,
coordinator or something. If Stefanski's not on the hot seat, someone on that coaching staff should be.
but do you want to see it right now? Because I'm almost looking
And
at it
it
like,
shouldn't be Alex Van Pelt. He's not calling plays.
but do you want to see the defensive change now? Do you want to see them make a change at coaching now? Because basically they're not gonna unless they go out and hire our boy Greg, they're just gonna move somebody up that's already on the
If
roster.
they're not, if they don't do it now and wait till the bye week, we could potentially, who knows? You know what I'm saying? We make that change now. It could make a huge difference. We don't know. There's so many things we don't know about this defense. Something's not right. Maybe it could be something as simple as a different coach. Someone a little fire in their ass. They need that. Who knows? But I think it's time to start looking at that seriously.
You
Or
think
like
Stefanski on the hot seat? Your personal opinion? I
I
gave
feel
you
like he's
mine. Like,
being watched. It's getting
okay,
warm.
okay, he's on the watch list.
He's sitting on a heating pad right now.
Okay,
I would say that. Um, but definitely, I feel like that. I think Joe Woods is on the hot seat. I really do.
absolutely. Yeah.
What do you think if they do decide to move on from Joe? Do they do it now, or they wait till the bye week, or they wait till the end of the season?
If they do it now, the only thing they got left on the staff is guys that are already there. So I'd like to think that Joe has taken into consideration the guys that are around him and what they think they can do, like, or maybe ways they can change things. So I'm sure he's probably taken those in consideration. So I mean, if you're just getting rid of Joe and you're just having the same guys who are pitching ideas that maybe he's not taking anybody else's ideas, or maybe he is and it's just not working. So I don't think we're not in a 2018 fire Hugh and and what's his name? The Todd Haley, the coordinator, and stick
I'm gonna
Greg
be
as the.
honest with you. I like Todd Haley being here.
I don't mind him. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I don't know what's wrong with this team. Like, I would take Greg Williams back just because he's just an ass. But I just Dean, man, like I'm not sitting through where we at 6. We have 5 more weeks of this shit
Yeah,
before Watson gets back. And like we said,
5 more weeks.
he might not even be ready to play, or we might be so damn far out of it. They might just say, man, just cool out.
That's what I'm worried about, bro. The next 5 games we have the Ravens, the Bengals,
Lost. Lost.
Dolphins,
Mm,
Bills, and
lost.
Buccaneers.
If we can get out of that at 2-3, I'll be happy.
And then Watson comes back against Houston. How ironic. Then we got the Bengals again, Ravens again, Saints, Commanders, Steelers.
So say we go 2-3 in the next 5, and that puts us at 4-7. Like I
I
thought,
don't see we should be able to win the last 3 games of the season. Saints ain't that good. The Commanders,
they
Carson Wentz
suck.
his ass. Steelers, F them. I will never admit that they might beat us ever.
No.
I hate you guys.
Um,
Steelers.
my I we have the flowers for the Browns fans, sorry, and I got the only other flowers I got to hand out are Njoku for being consistent, and that I've got that Pocky chip. Uh,
The one shit.
yeah, I got that one chip beef with
I did that
the.
thing. That was horrible.
I wouldn't even mess with it.
I did it on the pile driver. It was terrible.
Well, maybe we might have to. I was about to say maybe we need to do something where if something happens, one of us need to eat it. But I don't want to put anything like that in the fate of the Browns in their hands.
I'll do it. I'll do it. Give me a spicy challenge. Give me some type of food challenge. I'll do it. I'll let the people pick.
At this point, it might be the damn highlight of our show.
Just watching me suffer.
Yeah.
Hey, if that's what it takes, man. Do it for the brand.
Who we got next week? Baltimore. All right, I'm making a prediction right here. 41.
Who has 41?
21
41-21?
Ravens. We are gonna get a mud hole stomped in us if we come out and play like this. And I don't think like we haven't even had to see like a true like mobile dual threat quarterback yet.
You, you're saying we're gonna get beat worse than we did today?
Yeah. I don't have I
I
have
mean, if Bailey Zappi can do it, Lamar Jackson can do it.
I've got zero confidence in this team right now. What is your confidence level? Mine is at
I
0.
have zero confidence. I got absolutely no confidence in it. But because we love to be positive on this damn show, 21-14 Browns.
Would you put $5 on it?
Would I put $5 on it?
No, wait, better get. Would you put $100 on it?
Hell no. You don't bet on the Browns. You're shooting yourself in the foot.
21-14 Browns you. I'm calling for a molly whopping 41-21 Ravens. Um, man, is there anything else you want to tell the people? Because I just like
Browns
I got
fans, I love you. I'm sorry. We're going through this together. One day
we
we'll
love
figure this out. One day.
we love
Hopefully
you.
soon. Hopefully in this lifetime. But I promise you, we will figure this out. I'll see you at the parade. Hopefully. Not
what the
this year.
Guardians
Not this
parade?
year. What?
The Guardians parade?
No, we're gonna have a Browns championship parade at some point. Soon. I smell it.
You know, my dad
Putting
was
that in the air, bro. Putting that out there. Putting it in the universe.
you know me, I'm all about positivity, but my dad was 6 years old when they last won it. My dad is 82 years old now.
Put things in perspective. So you're saying we're due.
The law of averages says we're due.
We're a little overdue. Unless we're cursed or something. I don't know. But stay strong. We'll see you guys next week for sure. Hopefully it'll be a better one. We'll have more positive, something positive to talk about. I wouldn't even call
Hopefully,
this a therapy session. This is just a I don't even know. A nightmare.
just some misery.
Yeah,
Misery loves company session.
basically.
Hopefully next week hoods will be
I'm not gonna
down.
lie, I'm like depressed. It's depressing.
It's stupid. Everything happening right now is just dumb.
I let this team stress me out more than it should.
I
And I should
stopped.
know better.
I stopped letting them ruin my Sundays for a long time, but like a little bit of expectation, and then the fact that I'm just like I feel like they are playing the same way that they played 10, 15 years ago, and there's been no growth. My frustration level is it's here. It's here.
As it should be. I'm right there with you, my man. Uh what do you got to say? Anything else?
Make sure you follow everybody on Believe Lynn Media and all of our lovely, lovely podcasts and our articles. Cavs about to rev it up. Make sure you check out all things Cavalier Guardians. Where we're sitting at right now. They
Still
are
fourth.
in 4-2, top of bottom of the eighth. I believe Quan is up to bat. Yeah.
We may have to go back to New York, but as you seen last night, there's no quitting this team.
That's right. But yeah, make sure you're following Guardians of the CLE. Believe Lynn Prep, all your high school stuff. They're killing the game right now.
Absolutely killing it.
Make sure you check out my guy right here, Dean Samples on the pile driver. What can I man? Listen, I need to come on there so I don't have to talk about this.
Let's go.
You let me know. I can't talk about this anyway. We talked about in the chat today, and Mel, she actually sent us condolences about how bad it was that how bad
That's
she felt for us having to come on and talk about this weekly.
I see that. That's good. Well,
Shout out.
we're about to start up a 64-man tournament of to see who's the greatest mid card wrestler of all time.
I do. So you know what you did? So I listened last week, and
If
I
you
was
want to come
watching,
on and
and
be
you
that third person, so we ain't got no
yes,
tiebreakers.
yes, because I was listening, and you teased me because you did the first one, and you're like, "Oh, we ran out of time." I was like, "Oh, come on, man." You didn't run out of time, but it was only like a half-hour episode. You did the first round, and I was like, because I was watching the ticker, and I was like, when the mid card tournament coming? I was like, all
Yeah.
right, so yeah, I'm in because
It wouldn't
I don't
let,
want
we
to.
tried starting it and it wouldn't let me like pick the winner for some reason, so I had to redo the whole damn thing. But
Okay,
there was a good tournament. There was some good matchups on there.
okay, I'm in. I'm in. You let me know when y'all are gonna record
And
because
like
I can't talk about this.
there's not too many great mid card wrestlers out now. So they're all like
Old school.
some good ones, man. You'll hear the names like, ooh, this is a good one.
I'm in.
We'll make that happen. But follow everyone to Believe in the Media. Shout out to our sponsors for making it all happen too. Catch us on all your platforms you like for streaming podcasts. We're on all of them. Go to YouTube, follow Believe in the Media. You can watch the videos of us and all the other shows that we have. There's so much to offer. But until then, Browns fans, I'm going to hand it over to my man, Clarence.
The words.
Oh, hold on.
No, give it to him. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Shout out to Joe Hayden for retiring as a Cleveland Brown. I got to give that to him.
Yes.
And shout out to Bernie Kosar. You matter, sir. Thank you for shout out to follow, man. I can't believe it.
Yeah, Bernie. Thank you.
Bernie blessed us today, this weekend with a follow on Twitter.
Bernie gets flowers.
Yes, Bernie gets flowers.
Weekly, monthly, yearly.
Bernie always gets flowers. Just like the fans. Bernie always gets flowers.
All right.
All right, now I'll hand it back to you. Go back. Sorry, my bad.
I
forgot all about that.
You brought up pertinent, important things right there, sir.
Yeah.
That needed to be said. That needed to be said. I think we're just so mad about
Love you, Bernie.
This game happened that we forgot about the blessing that we had this week. So
blessing.
Even after you get mollywop smacked up 38-15, if you don't wear brown and orange, you don't matter.
Ooh. Later, y'all.
Big show.